Welcome to the Prospectors Radio Show, the talk show for our community. Please welcome Rich Cooley, Indiana Gold Hunter Dennis Dayton, Kathleen Biffle, and your host, Tim Grimes.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another edition of Prospector Radio. I'm your host, Tim Grimes. Joining me tonight, we got Rich Cooley's in the house, the Indiana Gold Hunter Dennis Dayton, and Scott Swiftwater Toney, with or without Manny, I do not know. Is the legendary Manny there, Scott?
No.
What do you mean no? Where is he?
He's at camp.
Well, you left him at camp all by his lonesome.
Yep.
No, that's
he's
not.
watching camp.
Oh yeah, I guess he's on camp duty.
Yep.
I got faith in him that he'll know what to do.
You think? All right.
I'm hoping.
All right, as long as he's on guard duty, it should be good then. You know. So tell us a little about the handsome devil.
Well, he showed up and I seen the box. I seen the box around the front of the building, and I was like, "Oh, I know that's got to be it." And sure enough, went up there, and I see it. It probably weighs about, I'd say, a good 40 pounds.
I think that's what it said. Like weighed 40 pounds, 40, something like that. Yep.
It's a good 40 pounds. It's funny because he's got.
You have to feed him good.
He's bald, but he's got like real eyelashes and real eyebrows.
It has real eyelashes.
Yeah, I mean, it was so funny because the little girls next door is like, "Why is his eyelashes so good? I wish I had eyelashes like that."
See, they got Barbies, you got Manny. Like mine is better.
Yeah, it was funny because the little gals next door, and which is Maddie, and I was laughing at her. I was like, Maddie and Manny, there's I got some, I'm making video, but she come around the back of the camp. She kind of looking. She goes, "Is that a Manny?" She's like looking and like, "What is that? Who is that?"
Was there pictures on the box?
No, actually, there wasn't. It didn't even say Amazon. Actually,
so it was a plain brown wrapper.
Yeah.
All right.
But like, it's so funny because you've seen the pictures. He's like white as white.
Oh yeah. I couldn't tell he had real eyelashes though from the picture, but no hair. So are you gonna wig him up or no?
No, I'll put a hat on him.
Give him different hats, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
He'll be sporting that Crony Club beanie.
That's right. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's what he needs, a Crony Club beanie and a Crony Club hat. Yeah, that's exactly what he needs. Hey,
Tim, do you have any more of those shirts that says the Prospector Space Radio on the back of them?
No new ones. No.
Dang it.
No, I do not. I need to get some more.
Yeah, because those were awesome shirts, man. I liked it. I actually gave mine away to Cowboy, a good friend of mine that I met up there in Idaho, and he was talking about something. I said, "I'll give you the shirt." He goes, "I want that one right there," and I happen to be wearing that shirt. I'm like, "Yeah, okay." So I passed that on to a friend of mine up in Idaho. He liked that shirt so well, and I thought, you know what, I'll just give that up and still advertise it.
Gave the shirt off your back.
Yeah, well, I do that sometimes,
all right.
But
well,
I was gracious. I was gracious enough to give it to him. Like I said, he liked it and everything, and that was one of my favorite shirts. I think that was the first shirt I won off of you.
Really?
Yeah, I think I won that shirt off some kind of contest.
Mm-hmm.
It might have been like a Facebook like contest or something like that, but I got that shirt. I'd have to go back through my pictures way back when, but I think I was holding that shirt up, and it said Gold Prospector Space Radio, and I was holding that shirt up at the house a long time ago, so I think I won it from a like contest or something.
So I wonder what size shirt Manny wears. Would that be like a medium or?
I put a large.
He doesn't need a shirt like Scott doesn't wear anyway.
Right.
No, I got a large, like little little B squares, little plaid shirt like a miner would wear.
Right.
Got my GPAA hat on him, and he's sitting in the trailer.
Okay.
No legs, because his legs don't bend; they're all straight.
Right. No, it's okay. You just leave us. Right. That's things you'll work out in the process. So he needs a hat. He needs a Prospector Radio hat. That's what he needs. Yeah, definitely, or a Crony Club hat.
Well, if I had a black hat, it'd make him harder to find. And for all you listeners out there that pitched in and everything for old Manny, he's not going to show up just where you can see him easily. You're going to have to watch the video.
Well, we want to see him. We're ready. I'm saying, even if just give us little teasers once in a while,
Well, I thought about this. You guys all wanted to have fun, and everybody chipped in, and you guys there at the radio, the radio show here, you all wanted to have fun and stuff like that. So every now and then, I think if I make it a really hard video, like you have to look for him, and if I say, okay, whoever comes on first in the comments to say, hey, where he's at, if I post it, might be a giveaway involved in it. I'm not saying it's every video. I'm just saying the ones I advertise. But if there's a giveaway in the video, the first one to comment, okay, I found him, and then you tell me where. And if he's not there, well, you don't get it. But if you do, then contest is over.
Okay.
But still, that if you, I don't really say, click, rate, and subscribe and all that stuff. But if you're not subscribed and got the bell on, you won't know when it starts.
Right. Well, I think you should just even just do sporadic Facebook Lives, and you and Manny could just do something real quick and just go on, just give everybody a little intro to Manny here. Get him going.
Yeah, I mean, that's not bad. It can't be. It's hard to do that down on the claims because reception is, oh my God.
Right. But at the camp or at home, you could do that, see? You can stick them in a lawn chair, and you and Manny can do a little Facebook Live real quick. And
I'm in a lawn chair. Yeah, but right now, there's, like I said, you guys just give me a chance. I got some stuff going on. I mean, if I could tell you about that, actually. For you guys that don't have my Facebook page anyway, I went and actually purchased 2 mining claims today. So Swiftwater's back in the big game, folks.
Hey, woohoo.
It's been a couple months.
Time.
Heck
right?
Yeah. I mean, it's been a couple months since I've been able to dig, and I've been telling my backers, so to speak, just hang out and hang loose. Don't get worried. And they were getting anxious and stuff because stuff wasn't happening. But every now and then, it does take a little bit of time for things to fall in place. And we were lucky enough to find a couple of claims today for sale that nobody else knew about. So that put us first on the list. I like it when somebody misadvertises once in a while on Craigslist. Because when you find it, nobody else has seen it. Kind of gives you the advantage. So we got to see it today, and like I said, I was really pumped because it's actually not only in Black Canyon Creek, but it's actually a place that I've been trying to get into for about 3 to almost 4 years, but we can never find out who the owner was.
Okay.
So it presented ourselves today, and I seen the pin on the maps, that Google map pin thing. Well, I don't know what you call it, pinpoint.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know where that's at. So we went and took and looked over the plat, and sure enough, it's the place I've been wanting for about 4 years. So
man,
it worked out. So it's going to be great.
Nice. Way to go. Did Manny go with you? Or did you make him stay at camp?
No, I didn't have enough room.
Don't you got a full-size truck?
No, I drive a Nissan Pathfinder.
Well, that's got back seats, don't it?
Yeah, but I got my motors, my 3-inch dredge, all my hoses, my nozzles. Everything's ready to go in that truck.
Okay.
Yeah, that stuff's always ready at a moment's notice.
I got you.
Right. Yeah, that way, because I got some friends around here in Arizona. Sometimes they'll get a hold of me through Facebook or on my phone saying, hey, we're going up to such and such place. Right now it's got water. Bring your dredge.
Right.
I don't want to have to pack all my stuff. I want it ready to go.
Okay. All right. That kind of makes sense then, I reckon.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I reckon.
Except for gas. I don't pack gas in the back of the truck until I have to.
Well, Swifty, you know what this means now, right?
What's that?
There's no more excuses.
Yep.
No, there wasn't no excuses before.
We want to see it within a couple of weeks.
Now.
Yeah, like I said, there wasn't no excuses before. It's just it's hard to find ground up here.
All right, well, we're giving you a week. Is a week long enough for you to start digging there?
Well, I'm going to go down there and do test holes and stuff like that, to find out where I want to start. But yeah, I'll be there.
Oh, cool.
I'll be good.
All right, good. We expect to hear good things. Expect to hear, man, I got out and did some digging today. Go ahead, Dan.
Scott, when you're in that wash and you start clearing stuff out, do you usually like scrape, the first 2 or 3 inches off in that wash, or do you dry wash all of it?
Okay, well, see, I know what you're saying, Dennis, and where you were at and where we were at with Amra or Jimbo. Okay, you would scrape your top 3 to 4 inches off. That is correct. Now, this is not just a wash; it's a creek. So this thing is like, it's wide.
Okay.
So, yeah, you would never have a vacuum at this spot. You would actually just be working it through a high banker or a dry washer. There would be, there would be no middle ground of vacuuming. And then, like I said, it's actually on a horseshoe again. You know how I love to have those horseshoes. And both those claims has got a bend on it, but there's also where, like you're talking about, Dennis, you'd have to go with the higher spots to do that. And then it's got high benches as well. And they've been worked by some Chinese and stuff like that and some old miners because they left a rock house built down there on the claim as well. But you would want to be up in those high washes coming down the benches where you'd want to do your vacuuming.
All right.
So if you imagined, I don't know, Sugar Creek, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Imagine how wide that is. That's the flow going right now, and that's just in the middle of the wash.
Oh,
so
wow.
Imagine how wide that whole wash is for the floods and everything.
Right.
But those feeder creeks, though, that I was telling you about earlier, it's got 2 feeder creeks that come down into the claims. Those feeder creeks would be great to do what you're talking about. You go up there and you knock off the first 2 to 3 inches, according to how deep the wash is, But you knock off the top of it, and then you come back and you vacuum it meticulously, like old Rich was doing. He was getting in the cracks and breaking the stuff up, and you guys did a real good job. I was proud of you guys when you come up here for the first time ever desert dry washing. I think you and Rich did a good job on the vacuuming and the recovery, actually.
They got some gold.
Yeah, he did.
They got some gold. They got some decent sized gold out there. Pretty cool.
You guys got some pickers, right? You and Rich?
Yeah.
Dennis got one nice one. Yeah, it had crisp or quartz in it.
Cool. Bad nice.
We didn't get any other really big stuff, just that one.
I think the really cool thing about it was, especially when Rich was vacuuming, was, when you get down on the bedrock and boom, there's a piece of gold right on that bedrock, and then you got to kind of pick it out.
Yeah.
Of the bedrock. That's what was really cool, was seeing that.
Right. That would be cool. So, Scott, you got some land you can metal detect too then, right?
Yeah, these claims, the guy actually said he's tested it metal detecting. I said something about bullets. He goes, well, they don't shoot down here because they have wild horses and they have free-range cows and stuff like that.
Right.
So it'll be, I'm kind of eager to get up in those, what I call the medium benches. They're not really high, like up on the hill, but they're medium where that water used to flow probably 200 years ago. Erosion builds the creek out in them horseshoes.
Yeah.
So I want to see what was way back when, and like I said, the people that mined up there a long, long time ago, you can see where they were, and the dirt is there's a stripe of the dirt between the lower section and the higher section. That's just got a deep, nice rusty red hue.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of eager to get up in there because I think if they were doing that all by hand and had a rock house built there, they probably were finding some good chunky pieces here and there.
Well, maybe. Right? Maybe. That's pretty cool. Oh man, get out there and get to digging.
It'll be cool to find some chunky pieces like that. I mean, everybody knows that I like the fine gold because I know fine gold adds up really, 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 really quick.
Right.
But the big pieces, those are just to say, people just, fine gold and stuff like that. Me, it's all the same. But I like that when you look into a box and you just see like 4 or 5 yellow good stripes through that box.
Sure.
That's almost as good as me finding a picker.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Better. Better. Dennis, did you watch Oak Island?
No, actually, I didn't get a chance to watch it. I'll have to double up.
Dang.
And watch it.
Binge
early.
watch it.
Dang. Who watched Gold Rush?
I did.
Did you watch it?
I did a little bit. Scott
I heard
says,
it was a good episode.
Scott says he watched it. And
Yeah, they
Gold Rush?
say that was a really good episode.
what I seen it was, yeah. Scott, what did you see?
The Gold Rush?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, like I said, there's one thing that I was really commenting about on the whole show is because these guys move their machines and stuff like that. We all know that, you got to grease stuff, but you never see anybody greasing the machines or making sure things are correct.
I guess that'd
like the
be
wheels
boring.
are still in balance.
That probably don't make for good TV, Scott.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying show them greasing everything, but at least every now and then, this is sometimes what you got to do after you move it. Clean off the zerks. You got to grease the wheels back up and get her going. You just see them move it, and all of a sudden they go, "Okay, fire it up."
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Did you see where Beats buried that excavator?
Man, he buried it a ton.
You ain't kidding. Jesus, gosh, that thing was buried.
How bad did it get buried?
Man,
I
up
saw
to the
preview.
cab.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, like you stepped off the bank onto the cab.
Into the door. I mean,
Did they ever get it out?
yeah, they got it out, but they did. Like Scott said, I didn't see them washing it off or nothing. There was a little bit of mud in the motor compartment and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, it's okay.
They didn't wash it.
Let's go. It's like, dang. I mean, that thing was buried.
I like the way Toney was thinking, though. Get the monitor down here. We'll blow that mud out, and then I can pull it out.
Yeah, it still was a job getting her out of there, but they did. I mean, that thing was in the mud. It was that.
Well, I mean, I wonder why the mud was so thick.
I
Was
don't
it
know.
like permafrost that melted?
It's what it
Well-
looked like, black goop.
It's what we call a silt hole.
Yeah.
Like the water all will flow to one place, and all the silt that stays on top of the water, it just builds up and builds up. And when you step in it, you think, oh, it's just going to be a couple inches deep. Nope, it's over your boot.
It was like a big sponge. It just sucked that excavator right down, didn't it? It's gone.
Man, I'll tell you. Can you imagine if you were out there all by yourself just testing? Oh,
Just imagine if he didn't have that big dozer. Anything wouldn't probably be coming out of there. It'd be a permanent landmark.
yeah, that was the D10.
Yeah, he had to get that D10 to pull it out. I mean, that thing was stuck. That's mercy. That's crazy.
I was surprised.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That one was just like, how did you do that?
I like what Manny said. She goes, well, for a guy that don't get things stuck, he sure
Yeah.
did a good job.
All right, he made up for not getting stuck, I guess, this time. Just get her stuck one time really good, and that'll make up for all the times she didn't, obviously. Yeah, he definitely hung it up.
You guys got cold weather, right? Dennis, you, Rich, and
Yeah.
Tim?
Yeah. It's cold. It's not
It's
snowing.
not real cold.
It's in the 30s, I think, here right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was rainy.
Have you and Rich been working too much, Dennis, to get out and do some panning testing while nobody's looking?
No, I still have plenty of material to run here. I just, I went to Dave Brown's house today, and one of the things was last year we didn't get stuff in time to get our dredge permits, so we made sure we got all of our dredge permits filled out, got them ready, getting ready to get them sent off. We want to make sure we have all our I's dotted and our T's crossed. So,
Sure.
if had I not, had things to do, I would have probably went out and did some prospecting with Dustin at the pit, because he contacted me earlier in the week, said, hey, you want to get out this weekend? I'm like, man, I would, but I can't. Because I have to get these dredge permits taken care of.
Right. Yeah, so you got that done then.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Good.
Got everything filled out like we're supposed to, and we'll get them mailed off probably before the end of next week.
Right. Good. No.
Yeah, I'm building a dredge trailer.
Rich, you are doing that for sure?
Yeah, I'm already in it.
Nice, good.
I scrapped the boat trailer and cut and hacked and had the axles tore apart, replacing all the bearings, races, tires. In the process of ordering tires for it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I got it pretty much all ready. Just got to get the tires put on it. The hubs are all back together.
Oh, good.
Tires put on it, and then start building a platform.
There you go.
Then I got to cut the tongue down.
Okay. Then you'll be set.
And I'll be set.
Nice, brother. Cool. You'll have
I
you a
took the
dredge trailer.
15-foot freaking tongue off, or not 15, but probably about 8 foot on it.
Right.
Took it off, and now I got to recut it.
Okay. Shorten it up. You're in business. Ha. Cool, Rich. Nice. We'll have you a dredge trailer. Custom
Yep.
made.
Now, you gonna be able to pull it with a 4-wheeler too?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's actually light. It's galvanized.
Right, it would be light as a feather. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like you said, the wheel's probably the heaviest part on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. It's just small little tires. It's like
Or like 12-inch or
4,
something.
4.80 by 8 or something. Or
Eights. Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
one small axle, small spring.
Right. Oh, sure.
Yeah, you'll be able to work that through some trails.
That's perfect
Yeah.
for a dredge, though. You know? I mean, dang.
It's actually still pretty wide, though, but, you know.
Right. But that's cool. You're going to make it to where your dredge just pulls up on there, right?
Yeah.
That way you ain't got to take nothing off. Just pull it up on there, strap her down, and she's good
Yep,
to go.
pretty much.
Yeah, that's ideal.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it on my other trailer yet, but
Right.
I'll figure that out.
That's cool.
It's a lot later than that other trailer was. My 4-wheeler should be able to pull this easier.
Right. Oh, yeah, definitely. Like you said, if it's galvanized, yeah.
That other one's so heavy.
Right.
This one be a lot lighter, and I shouldn't have any problems pulling it with my 4-wheeler.
Right. That's cool. It's going to make it a lot better for you. You know, when you can just hook up to it and go. You know?
Yep.
That's ideal.
Oh, yeah.
And post some pictures.
Well,
when you
especially
get
like
done,
some of the
Rich.
outings and like fields there, you know, to take that 4-wheeler rather than, you know, pulling it with your truck.
Right.
Yeah, I see a good advantage of that.
Yeah. Post some pictures when you get it done, Rich. I want to see it. That'd be cool.
Yeah, well,
All right. Awesome. That would be cool. Heck yeah. Man, everybody's been busy. Seems like.
I think the most expensive thing will be the tires.
Right. Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But you order them already, or are you still looking?
Still looking.
Still shopping? Well, there you go. Yeah, you'll find some good ones.
Are you looking for like the right size or?
You want now?
I said, are you looking for the right size of tire?
4.8 by 8.
I think he's just shopping.
I'm actually getting 2 tires, and then I want to get 1 tire in a rim, maybe.
Right, for like a spare.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I didn't know if he was like trying to decide on what size to put on there or not. That's
No,
why.
I'm putting the same on. They're 4
Okay.
lug.
Right, those got tubes in them, Rich.
No.
Oh no,
tubeless.
they're actually a tubeless tire.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay, nice. All right,
Oh, yeah.
they can
Get
have
get them little farm grade tires. It's almost like hard rubber.
Yeah, it's like 4.80 by 8 is
Yeah.
what they are.
Yeah, so it's like an 8-inch tire.
Yeah.
Yeah, got it. Pretty cool. That'll be good. Get her
yeah.
rolling. Like I said,
Darth, they're not that cheap at Harbor Freight.
check Amazon.
You can buy them online cheaper.
I was gonna say, did you check Amazon?
Yeah.
That's where I'd be.
.com.
That's where I'd be looking. Cheap plug, but
Yeah, you got a
Amazon.
good selection at Rule King, too, tires.
Yeah, yeah, all them places do. But I said, if you don't want to go out, you just want them delivered to your door. Amazon,
Well, yeah.
right? Heck yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Yepper.
Yeah, good. Yeah, Rich. Good luck, man. Can't wait to see this beast when it's done. All right, who's doing precious metal prices?
I'm all over it, baby.
All right, and Rich, you want to do birthdays?
Yep.
All right. Well, Scott, go ahead. Let's hear your precious metal prices for today.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. As of Friday, and I could actually see my scope here that actually went a little bit higher than this. It did peak up in the 80s, but went back down a little bit. But we closed at 1578, which says it's up 650 at 41%. But it's still trading, so that's up $5-6. And I think we're looking at, says $50.72 a gram now for a gold. So that's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. And silver, ooh, Tim, you're gonna like this. It went up to $18.22.
Ooh, it's climbing.
Yeah, so that's $18 now. It was last time I thought it was $17.
That's awesome.
Good,
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
And that's 61% up at unch 11, 0.11.
Okay.
We got the platinum price coming in at took a hit. $9.94 went down $10. Over 1%.
Okay.
And then we have palladium, which, wow, that took a big hit, but it didn't matter because it went down. Yeah, it went down $30, and it's still at $2,267.
Yeah, so that didn't hurt it none.
That's just
Take a
that's
$30
psychotic.
hit. $30 hit and still over $2,000. So that's okay.
Man.
Man, oh man, oh man.
$30 hit, $2,267.
Dang.
You know what? If gold ever got that high, you'd have to actually go out and protect your claim.
Yeah, you'd have to camp on it.
But you know what? 1577 right now it says is the bid. So I'm just thinking, man, that looks pretty good.
Yeah, heck yeah, that's
$25 away from 1600, folks.
and rhodium is still at 9,985.
Ooh, man, almost 10,000.
That's great.
That's what rhodium is?
Yeah,
9,000?
9,985.
Holy cow! Yeah, see this
I bet it
picture,
hits
I don't get
10,000
rhodium.
by next week.
I bet it hits 10,000 within. I'm gonna definitely say by the end of February. 10.
Man, we
10
have
grand.
got to change. We've got to go from gold to
I'm
rhodium.
telling you.
Only
We
if
gotta
we
start
could,
rhodium
Dennis.
mining.
Only if we could.
Yeah.
There's got to be somewhere around here.
Yeah. I want rhodium. That's all. Dang.
That's just crazy. $9,000.
$9,985.
Now, is that for an ounce?
An ounce.
Wow.
That is phenomenal.
Isn't that nuts? 1 ounce. That's not much. 10 grand.
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that in a gold vial? I mean, if you did gold vial is 1 ounce.
That's what I'm picturing.
that
right
heavy?
now. I'm looking at
Nah.
a gold vial right now going,
Can you imagine just having a pound of that stuff?
oh, you had a
Lord.
pound of it, just retire. Yeah.
I was going to say I wouldn't have it very long. I'd sell it already.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, I mean, even if it did go to 10,000 an ounce, I wouldn't be hurt. I'd be like, I got out good. At least I got out and had it. Got it.
Yeah. Yep, this is true. Now, Rich, wait, Dennis, are you singing tonight?
Oh, yeah.
All right, Rich.
Oh yeah. he
Rich,
says.
Dennis will go ahead and sing, Rich, while you get your birthdays ready.
All right.
All right, take it away, Denny.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you.
We need to put that on a CD.
Many more.
What's that, Rich?
So we got to put that on a CD.
I know, right?
Be popular.
All right.
Okay, today's birthday, January 26, 2020. Happy birthday to the following. We got Butch, Connie Smith, Crazy Snake Pin, Dan and Barb Raincloud Stevens, Daniel Dale, David Kimber, Doug Dale, Eric James McCormick, Jane Delaney, Jim Cacagna, John Bryant, Jonathan W. Monner. We got Mike Godby, Richard, Cheryl McLaughlin, Stevie Rebel, Tom Tola, Tim Weiss, and Tanya Marlene Palomero.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, everyone.
That was a good
And
list
put
there.
your name up too, bed.
Yeah.
That was a good list.
Yeah.
You going to highlight one of them, Rich?
Let me see if it'll let me. I don't really know. Let's go with Connie Smith.
Okay.
She likes to do dry washing and sluicing. She is from Little Rock, California.
Okay.
She does belong to an Antelope Valley Treasure Hunters Society, Taft, and GPAA. I don't know what Taft is. What's Taft?
Uh-oh. Rich, hold on. This might be
Yeah,
Shannon
take it.
Oh.
All right. Hello, caller. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Well, my name is Jim.
Hi, Jim.
Jennifer.
What the hell are you guys doing? Hey, I just turned the TV on. Did you guys just happen to look at the news? Kobe Bryant was just killed in a helicopter crash.
Oh, yeah. We seen
That was at 10 o'clock this morning,
Yeah, it was
brother.
this
You're a little
morning.
late.
That's old
Oh,
news. Old
well,
news.
I've been working on a dump truck all day, so
Oh,
wow.
that's why. Yeah.
Yeah, his daughter died, too.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really sad, man. That's,
No, it is. It's
I'm not a
terrible.
great
13
big
years
basketball
old.
fan, but wow, that's really too bad.
Right. What was he, 45 or something? They said something like
41.
that? 41. Yeah, he's young.
Yeah, 41, born in 78.
I think it was a total of 8 or 9 people, I think.
Oh, wow. See, I didn't hear the details on
They were
it.
going to a basketball game, and I think one of the coaches was with him and his daughter, and I'm not sure who else. I think there was a parent and some other kids, too.
Oh, bummer. Yeah.
They're not
Well,
saying all the names yet.
No.
Yeah,
Who else
they didn't
is that
say- they
talking
didn't say
there,
anything.
Tim? Because it sounds like he's talking into a milk carton or
Got
something.
me and Rich and Scott.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's my crappy phone up here on the mountain. I don't know.
It's possible.
Could be. So how the hell are you guys? It's been a while.
Oh, we're good, man. How you been is the big question. What's been happening?
Oh God, I got so much stuff to tell you guys. It's amazing. But no, we picked up this 1965 dump truck, an old International, and we went completely through the motor, new carburetor. It actually has brakes now, which is always a good thing with a dump truck.
Yeah, it helps.
But for everybody listening, they're going to laugh like crazy. So we fixed all the wheels, the tires, cleaned all the rat crap out of the inside, even washed the windows. The windows wouldn't roll up and down, so it took the doors completely, literally off the truck, took them all apart, every single nut, bolt, screw, got them all back together. Runs like a champ. Everything works good, and I can't for the life of me figure out how to make the damn dump truck dump. It's got a PTO, and it's got all these knobs and crap inside there, and good God, man, I can't figure it out. There's nothing on YouTube. So,
okay, that's what I was going to suggest.
You gotta
oh
pull
yeah,
the
no,
PTO.
we tried that for 2 straight days, and anyway, I managed to get a hold of the guy that actually owned it before us,
Right.
and and he's like, "Crap, I don't even know." He goes, "My son was always the one," so I'm waiting for his son to call me back probably later tonight and tell me
Oh,
actually. He showed us when we bought it. He's like, "Oh yeah, the kid, he hopped in and." And I thought, well, hell, that was easy. Well, apparently not, because I think you have to put it in gear. So you activate the PTO, put it in gear, and I know that there's somebody probably listening in your audience right now going, good God, Shannon's an idiot. He doesn't even know how to run his own dump truck.
Yeah, think of it like a tractor. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
With the PTO.
Anyway, we'll figure it out. But,
yeah, well, that's cool. Fun little new project.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you guys, is I call you when I want to break any kind of really cool breaking news kind of stuff before I even go public with it, and that's kind of the reason why I reached out
Nice.
to Kathleen this morning. So, well, not only are Kathleen and I having an affair, but,
Gotcha.
this is something different because this is the radio thing.
Right. No, that's all good.
Is
yeah.
Shad on by chance?
No, they had to finish up Kathleen's mom's house where she moved out of. They had to get it cleaned up and turn the keys in and stuff. So they'll be back Wednesday for sure. And
so I'm just going to kind of come out with this. It looks like I wrote 200 letters now to Donald Trump.
Right.
And he got us a meeting with the head of the Forest Service. Oh, gosh, it's been 2 years now. And that guy basically was an Obama holdover and a real piece of crap and never followed through with anything. So that started my letter writing campaign. Well, now we've been working with a very well-known senator and his former chief of staff. And it looks like Jerry and I are finally getting an invite to go to Washington, D.C. very soon.
Really?
Cool.
Yeah, and it's going to be to really sit down with some very high-powered senators as well as some House representatives, and we're trying to arrange some meetings with the Secretary of the Department of Interior and Secretary of the Department of Agriculture,
Right.
as well as somebody in the actual Trump administration. So I don't believe I'll probably get a sit-down with Donald Trump, although I'd really like to, but
Yes.
you never know.
You never know. You never know.
So, and it really has to do with all of the things that you guys are aware of that we've been talking about for years, and closing roads, and then the states literally ignoring federal law, and how it's just devastated the suction dredging really in the entire West now. It's starting to affect Idaho, obviously Oregon and California, but so we're going to make some recommendations of things that Trump can do really via executive order with a stroke of a pen to make some of this crap from Obama go away. And he's already doing that with some of the Clean Water Act and the EPA kind of stuff. But anyway, so that's kind of exciting news.
That's
but
really exciting.
we've been really, really busy, and we've got quite a bit of stuff going on. Do you remember, Tim, last summer? This was pretty big national news, is a bunch of loggers and log truck drivers got together and held this big protest in Oregon over the cap and trade, and they literally brought in, hundreds of log trucks and shut down the state capitol in Salem. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Now that has grown into this phenomenally giant movement, and those guys are actually from my hometown where I grew up, and a lot of the guys, the loggers, are friends of mine.
That's cool.
And so I befriended the guy that actually founded this whole timber unity movement. His name is Jeff Levy, real nice guy. He's a log truck driver. And anyway, they're having a 10,000 plus person protest in about 2 weeks, actually in about a week and a half, in Oregon at the Capitol.
Okay.
And they're going to set the Guinness Book of World Record for the number of trucks, semi-trucks, in a convoy, and they're literally over 1,000 of them, and they're going to shut down the entire city.
Holy cow.
Well, and it's over because the Democrats have came back with this whole cap and trade bill, which has nothing to do really with, making the environment better. It's all about control and money.
Right.
But anyway, so he invited me, Jeff did, to go up there and speak live in front of all of these national news media, NBC, Fox, all these guys will be there. Somebody from the Trump administration is going to be there. It's going to be a giant event. But anyway, I'm going to be standing on the state capitol steps talking to 10,000 people in about a week and a half.
That's going to be cool.
Yeah, I'm going to try to broadcast that live on our Facebook page. But it's going to be pretty cool. I'm kind of excited about that. It's that whole uniting with other groups.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And if you could put a reminder out maybe the day before or something to remind people that you're going there, that way we'll all be aware of the time and everything. That'd be cool. Yeah, I want to see that.
I will, and I'm probably going to broadcast a couple of little live videos maybe as I get strip searched in the airport, because I seem to always grab their attention.
I wonder why.
They did a complete search on me because I had a big can of shaving cream last time. So
what?
Yeah.
Really?
I had a full-size can of shaving cream, and apparently that is terrorist-level alarm for
it's over 3 ounces,
the folks in Oakland.
Oh, Jesus, God, that's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, it is pretty astounding. But I wanted to tell you guys a little story about something that just happened about 3 days ago.
Okay.
And this is going to probably piss off all of your listeners towards the government, because it really angered me.
All right.
So we had a new member join AMRA. We got, 80-some claims in 7 states.
Right.
And anyway, so the guy joined us a couple of months ago. Real nice guy, very intelligent, educated guy, works his butt off 40 hours a week in a job out of Sacramento. So he gets in his truck and he drives. He's trying to go to one of our claims off of the Cosumnes River, which is about an hour southeast of Sacramento.
Right.
So he's driving along this improved gravel road, pretty good-sized gravel road, and, we've all seen those little markers that they put up alongside the road that says this road is closed from, November 15th to April 15th. Now, normally that applies to roads that, are made relatively new, and I'll explain that in a minute.
Okay.
But anyway, he's driving along this road, and he's trying to get to the mining claim. And when you join AMRA, you're actually an owner of that claim, so you get all of the fundamental rights that come along with owning a mining claim. Mm-hmm. And he sees two forest, tree cops, USFS law enforcement officers, LEOs, mm-hmm. and a male and a female, and they got a couple of quads pulled over alongside of this gravel road, and they see him coming in his truck. So one of them jumps out in the middle of the road and starts waving their arms and stops this guy in his truck.
Right.
And they're saying, they said, one of them walked up, the male, and he said, look, this road is closed because of the travel management plan, and you can't drive on this road. And he's like, well, I own a mining claim. I'm trying to get to my mining claim. It's up the road a few miles. And the guy's like, no, you can't drive on this road. You can walk in. And, he's got equipment in the back of his truck, and, it's just, you're not going to have to walk 3 miles to get to the mining claim. The guy goes, look, I can't do that. That's really kind of an undue burden for me to do that.
Sure.
So the tree cop says, well, there's a different road, and you can take this road, which is a 20 miles additional that he would have had to drive on, a crappy road, mm-hmm. go clear up to the top of the mountain, and then he goes, if you want to access your mining claim that way, you can hike down the mountain through the brush and, poison oak and all that kind of crap, no trail, no road, mm-hmm. and you can get to your mining claim that way. So the guy's like, look, my understanding is that I have a right to access this road. And the tree cop says, no, you don't. He goes, by the way, do you have any weapons? And he goes, yeah, I carry a gun because there's bears and cougars up there. And he's like, oh, whoa, all right, get out of the truck, keep your hands in plain sight, gets into the vehicle, finds the gun, and, takes it apart, puts it in some kind of a lock box because, I don't know, whatever he's thinking he's terrified of. And they detain this guy for 45 minutes.
Oh, jeez.
So they tell him that he needs to have a permit to be able to access his mining claim driving on this road, which, by the way, was created in 1857. Mm-hmm. So it's a 150-year-old road, over 160. So anyway, the tree cop says, well, you need to go to the Placerville office, and, you can get your permit there. So he goes by there, and they're telling him he needs to fill out a notice of intent and that AMRA needs to if we ever want to access our mining claim, and on and on and on. So needless to say, that's fundamentally illegal, and it's absolutely wrong. Mm-hmm. So for the listeners on your radio program, I want to explain why that's illegal for them to do it.
Okay.
And, they keep talking about, all these agencies talk about this whole travel management plan thing. Well, that was created in 1976, October 22nd of 1976, called FLPMA, Federal Land Policy Management Act. And any roads that are after that, then they can actually close those as long as, there's no mining claims. You always have the right to access your mining claim. But any roads that predate that must remain open by federal law. It's part of the original mining grants. It's called RS 2477. Mm-hmm. And so, anyway, the tree cops are actually violating federal law. Not only that, is in their own manual it states that you have a fundamental right of access. The guy didn't even read their own Forest Service governing documents.
Right.
But we're to the point now, Tim, where this is happening about every 3 days. We're getting a call from Colorado, from Montana, Idaho, Arizona, California, Oregon, Washington, all of these states. And I'm not sure what the deal is, whether they think, okay, hey, we're about to get run out of here by Trump. He's going to replace us, and they just try to close everything.
Right.
Because just last week, Arizona's trying to close a couple of 100 miles of roads.
What? That's
astounding, man.
Yeah,
I mean, it's literally, this is taking up about 50% of our time is just dealing with gates and road closures and giant swaths of land closures by BLM and USFS. It's just...
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
it's actually seems to have gotten worse under Trump, and it's not anything he's doing. It's the people that are unelected bureaucrats in these agencies that are doing this.
Uh-huh.
So anyway, hopefully, if we get to Washington, D.C., and we can sit down with, the Secretary of the Department of Interior and Ag, we can start addressing this at the very top to have them put out the notification of knock this crap off.
Yeah, right. That's a little.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, that's a little ridiculous there. But I guess that's another way to keep you out of those areas if they close the roads and don't let nobody on them, right? But it's just,
yeah, I mean, it's just fundamentally illegal, and this kind of crap never happens to me. Unfortunately, I wish it did because I'd really like to film that.
Yeah, that's the opportunities you want. It's like, but of course not. It ain't going to happen to you, when you do it, but that's just nuts. I mean, you'd think they'd know what's written in their own manuals, you know what I mean, before they try to stop somebody from traveling on that road and so forth. And it's nuts.
Yeah, well, they obviously don't. So it brings up the question of what are they training these people to do when they go out into the field? They're supposed to be the ones that are enforcing whatever rules, regulations, and laws.
Right.
But they don't even know what they are.
Right.
It's like they didn't go through any classes. They just got set out in the field.
It's just like make them up as you go along.
Right.
You're the law. They'll listen.
And all of these ones that we're encountering right now, they're all in their early 20s, so they're right out of these academies. So, yeah. I don't know. I think that you need to have Shad volunteer to go into the Forest Service LEO training program and then let us know what
that's what we need. Somebody to go in undercover and go through this and see.
Exactly.
That's what we need. Uh-huh. We need an inside man. That is, that's what we need. Now we're thinking. Yes.
So what the heck have you guys been doing? Have you been doing any mining or anything?
No, is it too cold here?
Oh, yeah. Well, we actually had a little bit of rain today, but we had some snow, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks ago, but it's pretty much burned off now.
Yeah,
we're just getting ready to fire up really a load mining operation that I think I mentioned to you guys, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago that I picked up a load mine I've been trying to get forever, and I finally got it.
You did, yes. That's
right. And so we've got the whole mill is done, so it goes. We built this hopper on an old trailer that I had that's kind of a self-feeding one, so we can dump about 2 tons of ore into the hopper, and that feeds down into a jaw crusher. It crushes the basketball-sized rocks into, about the size that you'd have in a driveway.
Right.
That drops immediately down into my big impact mill, which turns it into powder. Then we introduce water, and so that slurry, which is it crushes the rock into super, super fine powder.
Right.
That drops into a centrifuge bowl, what they call a Knudsen bowl, and then that separates the gold, actually settles to the bottom of that, and then all of the waste, which is basically just sand and quartz,
right,
goes into another hopper, and then we can scoop that up and actually put it back onto to fill the holes in the mine and everything else.
Okay.
But so it's all automated. Actually, one guy can run the whole thing, but we have two because somebody needs to feed the beast.
Right. Now I know you were excited about getting in there and getting that one going.
Yeah, well, and it's been a lot of work. I mean, underground plumbing, and we have to recirculate water and all this kind of stuff. But we ran all these tests, and gosh, there's good gold, and
nice.
So now we can actually run it by the ton.
Ooh.
And so I expect to be a multi-mega billionaire. I'm gonna make George Soros look, poor. But so that's kind of what we've been doing,
that's
and
cool.
We're actually going to start probably tomorrow if I can figure out how to make the damn dump truck work.
Somebody said in the chat room you put it in neutral. There's a knob down by the left-hand side of your seat or something.
No, this is a 1965 International. It's a Lodestar 1700, so it's got a PTO. What I'm believing is you activate the PTO, you pull the knob out, and then you actually have to put it in gear, but I don't know what gear. I've tried all of them, and it didn't work. So
yeah, I don't
know.
They said trans in neutral, blah, 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 yeah. But Yeah, but
Yeah, usually you engage the PTO,
Right.
you flip the switch, and you leave it neutral, and you rev your engine a little bit, and that engine pushes the fluid.
Well, this isn't the type of this isn't
if it's just
this
PTO,
isn't a modern
though.
truck.
Right.
This is
Right, if it's just-
1965, so it's just pull knobs, and it's got a little PTO lever in there, and that's pretty much it. And we've activated those, so I don't know. I'm doing something wrong, but
Right, definitely.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. I have a feeling we'll have her working by tomorrow.
That'll be cool.
But,
And that's going
yeah.
up. Is that going to go up there to that Hard Rock mine area? Is that where you're going to
Yeah,
be using
the
that?
mine is real close to me, so it's literally only 2 miles away. So the life
that's
of
cool.
this dump truck is going to be 2 miles one way and 2 miles back. That's it.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. So it's not traveling very far.
No, that'll be
But
cool.
yeah, and we got a D8 dozer that we're running, so 74,000-pound bulldozer that we're kind of moving off the overburdened dirt and some of the albitite and the slate, and then that exposes the quartz layer below it. This is a really weird deposit. It's not sloped like you see most. The Pacific Plate pushes under the Sierra Nevadas here, and it makes everything at about a 45-degree slope.
Uh-huh.
So when you tunnel, you're actually tunneling across an ore body. This one came up, and it either came straight up and then tipped over flat, or it came up and it hit something that is no longer there and spread out flat in some giant crack. I don't know, and I don't know what it was, but
Right.
This ore body is flat, and it's just got little dips. It may dip down 2 or 3 feet, and that's where the pockets of the gold are. The last one that was pulled out of this mine was 56 pounds.
Wow.
That's a pretty big pocket of gold.
Yeah.
But we know of some 80-pound, 70-pound pockets that were pulled out of it in the 1930s. But there's just tunnels going in every which way, but they're all flat.
All right.
So we're taking off the top soil, which is about 8 feet, to get down to the ore body, and then we'll dig it out with an excavator, throw it in the dump truck, and then go crush it. But
okay.
so that's kind of the game plan.
Okay.
Do you think you're going to have anything deeper?
Well, we think that there is, because there was one shaft that was really kind of weird. It was actually a spiral shaft that went down, and we don't know how deep it went because the bottom of it was caved in, but it went down about 50 feet before we hit the cave-in, but it crossed several ore bodies there.
Right.
So it's kind of like a sandwich with a whole bunch of layers in there, but every one of the quartz veins that we have had assayed and took samples out of is, averages about a half ounce per ton. And so, you run 15 tons a day, you can kind of start doing the math. Now, that's just the regular ore, but you get into these pocket areas, like I say, that are extremely rich and, like buy a house kind of rich. And so that's what we're hoping to do. But I traded a guy one of my old dredges, just a little 3-inch Pro line. I traded him for a Mine Lab GPZ 7000.
Okay.
So, and I don't know if you know what that is, but that's about a $7,000 metal detector.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the same one that I guess that Gary Drayton uses on Oak Island anyway, but it'll go over 2 feet through solid rock.
Wow.
So that's what we're going to do is we'll expose the ore body, metal detect it, and it'll pick up some small stuff,
right.
But not micro, but it'll pick up some small stuff. But it'll also identify if there's a pretty good sized pocket of ore, of gold, we're going to know about it right away.
Yeah.
So, because the idea is if you find a big pocket like that, you try to take that pocket out intact because it may be, if you can keep it intact and you can actually get all the quartz away from it, and if it's one big solid piece of gold or a matrix, then that's like really super valuable.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. That would be a sweet find. Dang.
Now, would you acid burn all that off just for the gold to stay, or would you leave it as a big specimen?
Well, we would. It depends. We have a buddy of ours, Dave Rabioff, that owns the Colorado mine. He owns Gold Bay.
Yeah.
Dave finds crystalline gold, so his is even more rare and very valuable. he basically he takes all the quartz off, and so if he finds something, let's say the size of a grapefruit, and that at least that big around, it wouldn't be a solid ball of gold like that, but it's a matrix, and he would sit there and chip away at that quartz and take it all away, and then whatever he can't get out, he would acid, and so you end up with this really incredible matrix. Then let's say something like that weighed 4 ounces. Mm-hmm. So 4 ounces, would probably be worth $6,000 or something of like, in that ballpark as far as gold value. But that matrix rock like that could be worth $200,000.
Oh, jeez.
He found one.
Man,
I'm not kidding you, Tim. He found one crystalline piece of gold, and I think it was 27 grams. Mm-hmm. So it was just shy of an ounce. Sold it for $150,000.
Holy cow.
I kid you not. That's how rare his crystalline gold is.
Wow.
And it was a really odd shape. Once he got rid of all the quartz and everything, it was just kind of weird. It looked like a little dragon, and somebody in China bought it.
I'll be darned. That is cool.
So if we find something like that, I'll call Dave
please,
and go, hey, buddy, you need to come look at
hear
this.
about
What's this thing worth?
Yeah,
it'd be awesome, wouldn't it?
It would be. That'd be a find right there.
Yeah, and he's only like 30 miles away, so...
That would be cool, Shannon. You find something like that. That'd be sweet. And you never know. It could be right under your feet.
Well, I know we're going to find a pocket, guys. I mean, it's not really a question of if, it's a question of when.
Right.
Because the old-timers found quite a few of them. There was stories that we've been able to corroborate in the 1930s, the guys that were mining on this, it's only 20 acres, but they were in a shaft, and the next thing you know, the 4 miners that were actually mining this were all driving, new cars, and one of them bought a house and all that kind of stuff. So they must have hit a pretty big pocket.
Yeah.
We've heard like 70 or 80 pounds. We don't know. And, back in 1930, I don't remember what gold was, probably $30 an ounce.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a lot of gold back then.
You ain't kidding. That's a sign right there when all of a sudden everybody's driving new cars.
Yeah, no doubt.
And God, I could really use one. My truck's getting pretty old.
You could buy you a fleet of them with a find like that.
Yeah.
Man, that is sweet. I wish you guys the best of luck. That sounds like a fun little venture right there.
No doubt.
It does.
Yeah. Well, we're going to head down to Arizona in a couple of months as well. We've got an outing and then a gold show, but we're going to be down there for a week, and so, instead of coming back and then turning around and going right back there, we're just going to stay down there, and I think we're going to try to go out and hit a couple of those dry washes with Wade Wilson. He's a really, really good metal detector.
Oh, okay.
And, he had his picture on the cover of a magazine holding, 2,000 nuggets that he found in 1 year.
Wow.
So, but he's a good buddy of mine. Is an old dredge partner of mine up when we were in Idaho many moons ago. But anyway, so yeah, we may shoot a couple of videos and go out and see if we can't track down some of those bigger Arizona nuggets.
That'll be nice. Now, you're going to be at the GPA Gold shows, right? That's what you're talking about, those shows?
Yeah. Okay. We have actually an outing at the same weekend as the New Mexico show, and we weren't going to go to New Mexico, but Kevin called me and begged me to go to that damn thing and to host their raffle, and so... Jerry and Connie and Don and, the crew and Jeff are all going to have the outing outside of Phoenix, and then I'm going to drop all the gear off, and then I'm going to head and drive straight to New Mexico, do that gold show, then come back. Then we're going to mine for that week, and then we'll do the GPA Phoenix show the following weekend. And then I think we come back, and heck, I think we got a show in Oregon, and or not Oregon, but Vancouver, and heck, then we're going to D.C., and it's just busy, busy, busy. I mean, it's just back-to-back-to-back-to-back stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. Cool. Swiftwater is going to be speaking at which one, Scott?
Phoenix, I think.
At the Phoenix Gold
Show. Cool, yeah. Well, I'll see you down there, Scott.
Yeah, he'll be there.
Cool deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wear something pretty this time. That little blue dress, that summer one, the straps. I liked that. You looked good. Dude, it works for your eyes.
A nice sundress, right?
Exactly. Oh, geez, I miss you guys.
yeah. It's you never know around here.
I know. Well, it's too bad Shad's not on there. I had planned all these things I was going to say to him, and now I can't.
No, right now you got to.
What is this outing down here?
What's that?
When's your outing here in Arizona for Amra?
It's the weekend before. Oh God, I don't know the date, man. It's the weekend before the Arizona show, the Phoenix show. So whatever weekend immediately prior.
So, okay. Scott, you what?
Well, I don't think he's too far away.
We're going to be out in what is it, Salome? Is that a little town out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're over in Salome, I guess, on some property that Jeff set up, and anyway, I didn't really have much to do with that. I don't know. My job is just to look pretty and show up and smile. That's my job anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, I see Pat said that Dave is coming to the Ohio Gold Show in May. Are you guys going to be there, Shannon, or you just?
No,
okay.
We're not going to.
No, we're going to make it
Ohio.
this far. Okay. Gotcha.
I don't even know where that is. Okay, I know it's the state.
I understand. Just fly until you hit the lake and then turn around. You're there.
Okay.
Good enough.
No.
Good enough. Yeah.
So you guys watching the Super Bowl this weekend?
No, not me.
Really?
Nah, I don't ever watch that stuff. You know,
Oh.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm sure Dennis is. Right, Dennis? Yeah, Tim, I'm watching it. Now, Scott, are you...
Next weekend. Yeah, I think this weekend was the Pro Bowl, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think Super Bowl's what, February 2nd?
Yeah, next weekend.
Yeah,
it's next weekend, isn't it?
Week from today. It's good to watch, at least just for the commercials.
The commercials, yeah. But I usually
good.
catch them on the internet the next day. I'll just be like, let me see what Super Bowl.
Sometimes you catch some of them early, though, don't they? Don't they show some, like, pre-ones or something?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think I have seen a couple occasionally.
Yeah.
I just like the guy.
I haven't seen it yet, but yeah. That's about the only thing I watch is commercials.
Yeah. See, that's sad. It's like, let's just watch the Super Bowl for the commercials.
Yep.
Yeah.
Since it went political, I don't even watch them no more.
Have a party and wait
No
for the commercials.
Now, maybe you can tape all of the impeachment hearings and you can watch those.
Yeah,
Talk
right.
about
Oh, good
boring.
Lord.
God, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's somebody saying they killed Mr. Peanut.
Yes, they did.
I-
Mr. Peanut got dropped off of a cliff.
I seen that the other day, and I'm like, what's up with that? Well, why'd they kill
No.
Mr. Peanut?
It's some advertising promotional type of thing. It's to try to. They must not be selling enough peanuts, and so they had to kill the guy off to draw attention to themselves.
Gotcha, and because I was thinking, boy, Wesley Snipes is really it reduced to Mr. Peanut commercials now.
Oh my God, is that who's doing the Mr. Peanut commercials?
That's
Wow.
who's hanging on the branch. One's Wesley Snipes. I forget who the other guy is.
Oh wow. Huh.
I'm like, man, yeah, that was a shocker.
Yeah, this is the Niners' year for sure. I'll tell you what.
Oh, there's
they're gonna
Dennis.
they're going to be hard to beat.
You watching it, Dennis?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. See, I told you, Shannon. Dennis will be.
Well, see, my wife is a Niner fan, and so I kind of have to watch it. And I think it's going to be a hell of a game. I really do. KC is a really good team. That Mahomes kid is good. But, gosh, the Niners just really look awesome. I think it's going to be a close game,
yeah.
to be honest with you.
Well, my youngest
we'll
son,
see.
his name's Montana, and I named him after Joe Montana because growing up, Joe was my idol. So.
Yeah. See.
Isn't 49ers coach, isn't she female?
Shanahan, yeah, that's their coach.
Ah.
Yeah, well, his dad coached my team, the Broncos. We went back-to-back Super Bowl in 96 and 97.
So I think they said it was our first female coach in the Super Bowl or something.
I'm having a real hard time understanding you.
He said that's the first female coach in the Super Bowl. That one coach.
No.
No?
No.
Oh.
No.
Hey.
There's no female coaches in the.
Well, who's that? Yeah, that isn't
There's a
that,
referee, first female referee, yes, but not coach.
I thought that San Francisco has a female training coach or something.
Oh, I don't know. I just was talking about the head coach.
Oh, yeah, training coach or
Shanahan.
something. They show
Yeah.
her. They've been showing her on some commercial for, I forget what it's for, but yeah.
I mean, they could recognize as a female. That happens a lot there.
Yeah,
San
well, you
Francisco.
never know in San Francisco. Of course, you have to step across all the human poop and everything like that in the streets.
Yeah, all the needles.
Is it that bad down there?
It is.
Well, yeah.
It really, truly is.
Is it really? See, I've never been
it's
there.
Disgusting.
I've never been there, dude, so I have no clue. It's
You know, it was a really cool city. I mean, it's kind of weird. You know, there's weird people there, but I used to have an office down there about 15 years ago, right in downtown.
Uh-huh.
And I hated driving there because traffic is literally the worst in the country. But now, I mean, you literally can't go anywhere in the downtown San Francisco area or anywhere along the waterfront without dealing with epic homeless issues. And they literally, I mean, there was a video, guy walked in Safeway, dropped his trousers right there and crapped right in the floor in the Safeway.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
no kidding.
Wow.
Needles everywhere. They spend literally hundreds of thousands of dollars a week on crews that do nothing but go and pressure wash the sidewalks to get rid of all the human waste. And
Holy cow.
they have full-time, like, I don't know how many people that just do nothing but walk around full-time with those little hand grabber deals and pick up needles all over the street. They actually hand out the needles and even, like, drugs and all kinds of crap down there. They encourage it.
Oh, my gosh. Wow.
And they wonder why they have a problem.
Yeah, that is crazy.
It's just...
I've never been there. I've heard stories like this, and I'm like, it can't really be that, like people say it is. Oh, my God. Wow.
It is. You'd be better off. I mean, you're the type of guys that would probably prefer to come up to Yosemite and go mining with me other than walking around
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You know.
Oh, definitely, without a doubt. There, I'm telling you, it's like holy cow. But when you hear that, you go, people are exaggerating. It can't be that bad.
No, it is.
It is.
Definitely.
Okay.
It's nasty.
Wow. Well, I mean, that's definitely not on my travel plans ever. Never
No.
has been. You know, I mean, yeah, I'd like to see Alcatraz someday, but other than that, no, I'm good.
Like I said, I said a long time ago, Tim, you take back 20, 25 years ago, everybody wanted to go to California, New York, and wanted to see Chicago.
Right.
Now, if you tried to get anybody to go to any three of those places, they're going to go, heck no.
Yeah, I've been to Chicago. I spent a couple of weeks there, and obviously I've been to San Francisco a million times, but
Right.
I've never been to New York, and I
Me
don't
neither.
really have any desire to be.
Me
to go
neither.
there. I just
Yeah.
don't. I'm not a big city kind of guy.
Yeah, me neither, I guess. Yeah, I'm same way. You know,
Yeah.
People's like, oh, you need to go see New York. No, I don't.
Well, I know you got some big plans. You're booked for this summer, sounds like, but you going to be able to make it to Idaho? I know those guys sure did miss you last year.
Well, I wish I could, but I'm under pretty strict rules from our attorneys not to dredge there until this litigation is been resolved. And we still don't have a trial date. We don't have anything like that. I mean, we've been sitting here waiting for frickin' 6 months, and nothing's happening. The judge, and you know, the irony of this is the federal judge his name is Bush, and he was appointed by Obama. And I just, you know, I don't know. So no, the answer to your question is, you know, unless the case is over, then I'm being advised not to, just because it would make the case. It just wouldn't be conducive for, you know, the case. So we're going to wait and see what happens. But you know, I got a lot of other places I can dredge closer.
Right. It sounds like you got a full plate as always. Anyway, you know, I wouldn't want to leave that mine. I mean, that'd be like I'd want to be staying there for this rest of the year.
Well, yeah, part of the problem is with all the travel and stuff that we do for AMRA, it makes it really tough. I mean, it's not I don't get to just go, hey, I'm going to mine 5 days a week.
Right,
It
of
doesn't
course
work.
not.
I get to go mine 2 days, and then I'm gone for 9.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
For AMRA, and then you come back and you try to do something, and your damn equipment breaks, or it just
Sure.
it makes it really difficult to make a living just because AMRA takes so much time.
Oh, I could only imagine, Shannon. I'm surprised you have 2 days to mine, actually.
We do okay, but that's the thing is when we mine, we typically just go full hardcore, because you got to try to make $5,000 in 2 days if you can, and if a fella could actually mine without all the over-regulation, without looking over your shoulder, and dredge. If I could run my 6-year, I could pull $200,000 a year pretty easily, just in the state of California, probably within 30 miles of my house. But with all of the problems in California and Oregon are just gone full communist, so you can't even buy a light bulb without a permit. It seems like.
Jeez.
It's time to move, right?
Well, somebody needs to stay here and fight. And
that's true.
That's kind of why we're staying here for right now. But California, they just raised taxes again, and then they're giving it to the illegals, and it's just things like that you just go, how much can you actually take before enough is enough?
Right, before
and then you do have to get out.
Sure. Yeah, right, exactly, because that's nonsense right there. Raise your taxes for that. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, and then they're talking about this whole Proposition 13 and abolishing that, which basically kept everybody's property taxes low. So somebody that owns a house like we do here is that our property taxes could go from we pay $3,000 a year now. Our property taxes could literally double or even triple every single year.
Oh, see, that's ridiculous. Yeah.
Well, and that's what a lot of the folks here are saying is, and they have a Democrat supermajority, so they don't really give a crap what the people think.
Right.
They're just going to do whatever they want, and they think that they can just keep raising the taxes, but they're going to end up crushing the entire middle class.
Sure.
To the point of poverty where then they can't move, and then you end up with homeless, and and it's just really confounds the problem, and they never. I don't want to say that they don't get it, because I think that they truly do understand. I just don't think that they give a damn.
Right. I think that's more of what it is. They just don't. They don't give a damn.
I think with all those taxes, somebody's getting a paycheck somewhere.
Oh, I can guarantee you they are.
You know what? I'd like to see. You guys can laugh if you want, but I would like to see Shannon Poe run for president.
No, thank you. No, I had actually talked about and was planning on running for county supervisor here just to preserve my county.
Right.
But I kind of had to back out of that because before I even got started, just simply because if this Prop 13 thing doesn't stay the way that it is, that will be the camel or the straw that broke the camel's back, and we will move.
Right.
So if I was to run for and get elected supervisor here, then I wouldn't have been able to leave, and we probably would have lost money because of that. So no, we're going to see what happens in the next year, and we may end up in Scott's backyard down there. We've been looking at Arizona a lot. I really like Prescott. I think that's a beautiful place in the state. You got trees, you got mountains, you get snow. Hell, we can dredge, an hour from there, and we got 8 claims on the Hacienda.
Right.
It's just a really cool place.
That'd be an ideal place, wouldn't it? So, well, hopefully you don't have to, because that's your home. You don't want to have to move and do all that, but if it gets to that point, you got to do what you got to do.
Good gosh, I don't even know how I would move, guys, because we have, my shop.
Oh yeah.
We've rebuilt everything up there. It's a lot bigger than when Dennis came up there, and God, we got all this equipment and backhoes and trucks and just all this mining equipment. It would take me 5-6 semis just to empty that, and then we have the house in Concord, and good golly, you know, it's just, you have so much stuff and tools and and just I don't even know how I would move it all. It would cost me a fortune to move.
Yep. You have to get you a bunch of pods and load them up.
Yeah, like 85 truckloads.
Yeah. Pods. We'll deliver it to you.
That's actually kind of a brilliant business idea. You know, whoever thought up pods, they're obviously a mega millionaire.
Probably. It's like,
why can't I invent something really cool like that?
Too.
You know?
I know. I think the same thing all the time. It's like
they're like Flex Seal. You know, if you'd have invented Flex Seal, you could make a boat with that stuff.
Yeah, now we got
right?
Flex Tape and Flex Seal and Flex Spray. It's never ending. Flex stuff.
Yeah. Don't laugh. We use Flex Seal on our dump truck, man. You know, there's all these holes all over the place. At least they had one of these little cans of Flex Shot.
Did it work?
And all it is spray silicone.
Right.
But
genius.
Hey, you know, it works.
It's genius. So, like you said, that guy's just sitting back counting his money. You know.
Yeah.
You know he is. It's like Flex Steel. My God.
It is pretty cool. Yeah, so I'll invent something at some point. Probably about 2 days before I die, I'll come up with some incredibly good idea and then die. You know, that's my luck.
Yeah, I feel you. I know what you're saying. Same here. Gosh, Shannon. So what else? Any other new developments going on in any of them old cases, or any new developments there, or is everything still pretty much where it was?
Well, you know, we have cases pop up right and left. We're working with, partnered with, the guy's name is Kevin Allard, and really nice guy, very intelligent. He is the president and founder of Arizona Backcountry Outfitters, and big off-road group down there, and we ended up joining hands because we heard about the road closures by USFS down there. And so working with him, we've done some FOIAs, and, you know, we're going to expose the Forest Service for not following federal law, and that's going to come about pretty soon here. Yeah, you know, so I guess in answer to your question, yeah, a lot of other stuff going on in a lot of cases. Some of them we're still working on. We got a guy in Montana we've been trying to help for years now, and it's the Forest Service that is denying his plan of operations. And all he's running is a little tiny Bobcat. Paid his bond, all this kind of stuff, and now they're denying him access to his mining claim.
Oh, gee.
It's just like, good gosh, man. And we get more, and I've told you guys this before, we get more complaints out of Montana than any other state in the Union.
See, that's crazy, ain't it? Yeah.
And you would think it would be very minimal because there's really not a whole lot of people in Montana.
Right.
It's just the Forest Service over there are just so radical, so far left. They're left of Bernie Sanders.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe because that's all they got there is forest, you know, and it's like, we're just going to take this to the extreme, I guess, you know?
Well, most of them were people that Obama put there, and that's where they came from. And so, you know, it's just, they have, instead of doing their job, and that is to manage the public lands for, you know, us, which is our land, it's all about politics for them and all about control.
Right.
And it's really sad. And those people need to be out of the Forest Service. They need to be flipping burgers at Burger King or something.
I agree.
Yeah.
Right. You know, that political thing needs to not be out there. It's, you know.
I'd much rather not have to talk about politics, but the unfortunate part about it is that everything that we deal with really involves politics.
It does,
and people need to understand that.
Everything you deal with does. Yes.
Yeah, and almost all of it comes from one side of the spectrum.
Sure.
Unfortunately, so.
Right.
But
all we can do is hope, Shannon. That's it, brother. You know.
I just hate it when somebody signs off on something and they know absolutely nothing about it.
Yeah.
That's easier for them that way, I guess, though. You know.
Well, I'm going to let you guys go. I just got in and I got grease all over me. Need to take a shower.
All right,
make
brother.
A phone call tonight. So
always
But
good.
I wanted to call you guys. I hadn't talked to you in a while. I've been meaning to, and I was kind of hoping that maybe tonight would have been the night you had Hoagland on there, and I could have just called in and pretended to be somebody else and given him a hard time.
Oh, we'll make sure we do that next time. I'll let you know in advance. And
shoot me a message. Let me know when you're going to have Kevin on, and I'll call in. I'll play a little prank on him. We'll all get a big enjoy out of that.
You got it, brother. Thanks for calling, buddy, and we'll talk to you
guys,
soon.
Hey, take care. We'll talk soon, okay?
All right. Good luck, buddy.
See you, bud.
All right,
Shannon.
bye.
Shannon.
Yeah, we'll do that next time. That we know Kevin's going to be on. We'll make sure we let Shannon know in advance, and he can call in and give Kevin a little bit of,
Instigation.
Hey, Scott, somebody. People have been asking for a new theme song. Not asking for a new one for you and Manny, but Kathleen suggested this one. What do you think, everybody? See if this one fits Scott and Manny better.
My buddy,
No.
wherever I go, he goes, my buddy.
That's funny.
Teach him everything that I know. My buddy and me like to climb up a tree. My buddy and me, we're the best friends it could be. My buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy and me.
Now, I think that
Man,
kind of
that's
got
old.
that's kind of got you and Manny writ all over it.
You know
I
what's so
remember
bad
that.
is because what's so bad is I used to play that so much. The last line in that, it says, my buddy shot out of a tree. That's what we used to say.
Oh, really? But
We hated that commercial.
I'm still, I still think it's this one.
You funny.
Yep.
Hey, I think, you know what, Tim?
What's that, Dan?
I think you could splice it together, kind of put a mixture of both. in
Kind
there.
of a little bit of my buddy and best
that,
friend. Kind of mix them
Yeah.
up. Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
cool.
do a
Yeah.
mix.
You guys are going to have a rap song after a while.
Right, everybody wants to hear it. This one's
Let me
that
tell
one's,
you about my buddy.
I mean,
my buddy.
this song sticks in your head. This one, the best friend one. I'm telling you, that song, once you hear it, you're stuck with it. It's in your brain, and you
It's in
can't
your
shake
brain.
it. You can't shake it. You walk around the house singing it. It just it does that to you. Think about it.
Hilarious.
Let me see. People, let me tell you about my best friend.
That's a toe tapper.
Yeah,
You
right.
Tap your toe for you.
He's a warm guy, a plastic guy.
Yeah, no doubt, right?
He's got real eyelashes and no hair.
He's plastic, all right. You hit somebody with him, it's going to hit like a ball bat.
Can't move his legs, and it's all right.
He's so much taller than me, but I still love him so.
Hey, I thought about that, Dennis. You guys, you know what? Maybe I saw the leg in half and put a hinge on the back of it.
Well, like we was saying, for certain shots, you could just have his upper body. Like when you guys are sitting around a campfire or something, you can just have him in a chair, his upper torso. But when you're in the field,
I can't wait for the day. I'm going to sit down there. I'm going to be filming. I know this is going to happen. I'm going to be filming something, and I don't want nobody to see it. I'm going to be stupid. And all of a sudden, here comes four-wheelers riding by, and I'm sitting there with a mannequin in my hand. Hey, what are you doing?
It's all good, man.
Well, can you imagine rolling up on a guy in the middle of the desert, and he's carrying around a mannequin?
Just mining with my buddy.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
my buddy, my Manny,
Ain't you got a buddy? My buddy.
or be
There'd
my
be a story in town. Within the hour. Hey, there's some guy out there mining with a mannequin.
yeah, my Manny. My Manny, my Manny and me.
It's going to be something, I'll tell you.
You ought to ask him, hey, didn't you meet my Manny? His name's
Did you
Manny
meet
Quinn.
That's right, Manny Quinn.
Quinn.
Oh, so much fun. So much fun.
It is, yeah.
Like I said, we started thinking about stuff. So I said, well, since Tim and Dennis stuck us, and so did all of our listeners, we will have fun with it. She's like, what are you going to, I mean, she goes, what are you going to do with it? You ain't even got room to keep it in the trailer. So
you sleep outside.
Well, we made room for it.
Well, you can always make room for him. You just stick him in the truck or stick him in under the bed or something. You can find somewhere to put him.
Well, see, I've got a bunk bed in my trailer.
Oh, there you go.
I don't think.
Yeah, but underneath it's where my computer and everything else sits and stuff like that. And like I said, I only got 19-foot little toy hauler, but.
Well, you can always still find somewhere to tuck Manny.
Snuggle up to him when you're camping, spooning,
Just sit him at the kitchen table.
Right, sit him at the table. It's daytime, you stick him outside.
I don't have a table inside there.
Oh, yeah?
No, I mean, there's a table there that's up against, it's strapped to the wall, but I never set the table up because I have a table in there with my computer and stuff on it.
Ah, all right.
I got stuff set up because you got to remember, I got everything that I own, guys. I like anything and everything, all my gold stuff and extra is in my truck and my toy hauler.
but your truck's there, so you could stick them in the driver's seat of your truck when you're not using it.
I guess you could.
Yeah.
I mean, right? Just set them right there. It always look like somebody's in your truck. Theft deterrent.
That's
Nobody
hilarious.
will try to steal it. I'll be like, oh, that guy's still in his truck. Yeah.
I know, right? He must be on his phone.
Yeah, put his hand up by his ear so it looks like he's on the phone.
Well, like I said, his shoulders don't go. They don't rotate.
Well, your shoulders don't. I mean, look at your movement. Move your arms and stuff. Most 90% of your movement's elbow movement. I mean, you're not moving your shoulders much unless you're lifting your hands up above your head. So.
Well, I mean, even to put them out to the side, you still move your elbow.
Well, you can just bend your elbows out to the side, like, hey, what's up? That's all. It's all good. You can find 1,000,000 poses for Manny.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. I could do 50 of them right here in 30 seconds with just my elbows. From holding a gold pan to holding a shovel to holding my hat to anything. It's all good. All good. I think we need to play a commercial. We haven't done a commercial yet.
Yep.
Roll that beautiful bead footage.
So let's do that, and we'll be right back, everybody.
Do you like to mine for gold? Enjoy prospecting a nice crack in the bedrock? Enjoy getting outdoors to camp, fish, hunt, and hike on your public lands? You plan your trip, load the gear, grab the dog, put the family in the truck, and drive off to a locked gate. A sign says you cannot enter or access your own public lands. Mining claims and public land owned by we the people are being designated as off limits by our own government every single day. Are you concerned about the direction our government is going? Are you tired of seeing no access, no entry signs on your lands? We are, and we are fighting back. We are AMRA, America Mining Rights Association, the fastest growing small mining advocacy association in America. AMRA is a 501c3 not-for-profit formed by miners, hunters, off-roaders, retired military men and women to stop the insanity. AMRA was formed to educate, unite, and help the small miners and public land users on their rights given to us by God. Do you want access to great mining claims? For a small tax-deductible donation to their miners' legal fund, your family gains access to proven excellent mining claims across America for an entire year. AMRA challenges the USFS, BLM, EPA, and the other agencies intent upon stopping you from enjoying your own lands. You are who pays these people's wages. It is time they listen to us. We need to unite. And that is what AMRA is doing. As you sit here right now, thousands of acres of public lands are being closed, locked, and blocked from use by you. Are you fed up yet? Join us. Get in on this fight and let's restore America to what our families fought and died for. Freedom. Just visit AmericanMiningRights.com. AmericanMiningRights.com. Also, check us out on Facebook at American Mining Rights Association. AmericanMiningRights.com.
In 1858, gold was discovered in the rivers of New Caledonia. This discovery would spark a massive gold rush. Today, the search for gold is much easier. yet still challenging with Dirt Hog Pay Dirt. At Dirt Hog, we pride ourselves on our gold and guaranteed gold amounts. Just visit dirthogpaydirt.com today and buy yourself a bag of the best pay dirt concentrates on the market. Order with confidence in Canada and North America. dirthogpaydirt.com. The best gold concentrates on the market, period. Also, be sure to check out our Honest Bonus program.
All right, everybody, we're back. And one more, I want to thank everybody again for helping us get Manny for Scott. I want to thank Jesse, Dwight, Dennis, and me, and Ray, and John Hunt, and Gary Bast, and Lee Anderson. I think that's everybody. You know, thanks a lot, guys. Let's keep pushing Scott. Let's get seeing some Scott and Manny videos, but couldn't have did it without you guys. That was really cool. You guys, you stepped up to make this happen because I know you guys all want to see it as much as we do. So it's going to be cool. And also, I want to say happy birthday to the girlfriend. Her birthday was yesterday, so I didn't get to come up on the
happy birthday.
The site. Yeah, because she's a member.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Yep, so very cool there. And don't forget to tune in Tuesday night at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time to Ed, Jess, and Dano over there on their Tuesday night hangouts. I don't know who their guest is this week. Usually they send me a message. I did not get one. So you will just have to tune in to find out who their guest is this week. So be sure and check that out. 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, YouTube channel, Tuesday night hangouts with Ed, Jess, and Dano. So pretty cool. Check it out. Now, where was we? What else was going on?
Could there be a giveaway
tonight?
Let's do it.
Could there? Oh, you got to give me a minute. I got to pull up the random spandom.
Just to let everybody know, this is not a gold giveaway. This is going to be gems.
And who's sponsoring that giveaway, Scott?
Sponsoring it is going to be Jack Schaefer, and I got to recorrect myself because the last 2 weekends I said Black Canyon City. It's actually Jack Schaefer at Black Canyon Campground in Black Canyon City, Arizona. And he has been nice enough to donate us a nice giveaway tonight.
And what you giving away?
There's going to be a majority of gems from around the world.
Oh, that'll be cool.
And I'll just say,
yeah,
keep your eyes peeled because this stuff is extremely dry and extremely dusty and dirty.
Okay, that's cool. But it's got some cool stuff in it, right?
Yeah, some of them like some of the ones we gave away last week and last weekend. Like when I was pouring them in the bag to ship them, I'm like, well, I could see that one. I mean, there's a couple of them in there. It's like you could just right out of the box, you can see it. You don't even have to wash it off. But it'd look a whole lot different washed off, but you can actually see them.
Oh.
Or see some of them, I should say.
Yeah, that is cool. Pretty cool. Okay, you guys all know the rules. You have 1 minute and 30 seconds to answer in the chat room that you're here when your name is called. And what music do we want tonight? Benny?
Yeah, you pick it.
Oh, okay. All right. It's on. Let me see. All right. So I'm getting my timer pulled up. Okay. Timer is ready. I've gotten the name and got the music ready. And we are looking for Dwight. And go. And darn, where's my music? There it is. Dwight.
This is favorite.
Dwight. That is who we're looking for. And Woot Woot will work.
No last name, just Dwight.
No, just Dwight. But he said Woot Woot, and Woot Woot works.
Thank you, he says.
All right, Dwight. So Rich will send you a thanks, get him your address, and he'll get that over to Scott. And Scott will get that sent out to you. Very cool. Yeah. Maybe post some pictures. We'd like to see it. Yeah.
Yes.
That's everybody that's got one of these little gem bag giveaways. Post some stuff. Let us see them because, like I said, they got to look different. They got to look different.
I'd love to see them.
Yeah. Heck yeah. I do too. I really want to. I cannot wait to see it. Pretty cool.
And I want to give a special thanks to a lot of new listeners right now. They might not be in the chat room, but I talk a lot about Gold Prospectors Radio and stuff like that. But I want to thank all you new listeners that talk to me or coming in here and listening right now. Thank you for coming in and checking us out.
Heck yeah. Always. Good times. Good times. Always. Always, always. Right?
We try to make it.
Absolutely.
I mean, it always is. Try to make it good times anyway. And it just keeps getting better, especially now.
Of course, there's nobody on this radio show that's got jokes.
No, nobody.
Yeah, we got Manny in the mix now. So
right. I mean, that's added a whole new level to things.
Level, he says.
Yes. It's like, yeah, It's like Manny is opening up a whole new world.
Well, like I said,
nothing worse.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Go ahead, Dennis.
I was gonna say, there's nothing worse than smelling burnt popcorn.
Oh, that's nasty. I know that's horrible.
My daughter put a bag in there and left it in too long, and that's all I can smell is burnt popcorn.
And it's hard to get rid of it too.
Ugh.
Nasty. That's all.
Yes.
It is. It's like burnt hair.
Yes.
Ain't no sea breeze gonna take that out.
No, right. It's just bad. Bad. Ugh. God. All right, so let me see. What else do we got going on?
I got Dwight's information, getting ready to send it now.
All right. Scott, Rich is sending it to you.
Rich, you going to send it like you did last week, right?
Thank you, Dwight.
Yeah, I'll just put it in Messenger.
That's cool.
Thank you.
And I have it in on GPS also.
All right, in our chat. Okay, cool. Good. That way we got it. Awesome. Easy peasy. Thanks, Dwight, for getting that to us so quick. And Rich, thanks for getting that. And Scott, thanks for the giveaway. And Jack, thank you for sponsoring that giveaway. That's pretty cool. Appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. Oh, man, I feel like I'm forgetting something. I know I do. It always seems that way. Toney?
I can't think of anything.
I can't think of anything either. I think it's just because usually on Sunday we do our, like Cooley's Corner and Lost Treasures, and we didn't do that tonight. So maybe that's why it feels like we're missing something,
Yeah.
I think that's got to be what it is, because we've covered everything, I think. So, we like we say, we just want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. Don't forget to join us Wednesday. We'll be here at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for West Coast Wednesday. And, gosh, I think that's everything, you guys.
Good night, everyone.
So,
good night, Gold Diggers.
We're out of here. Have a great week.
Good night, Gold Diggers.
Good night, everybody.
Be sure to tune in next Sunday at 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectorsradio.com.